Let's all stand up. There was one more on the other page. Go back to the other page. Hands on our hips and just moving in circles. Who was the other person that I saw that I said was their first time? Raise your arm again. Oh, right there, yes. John, yes. Making some small circles. Let's warm up our hips. John, where are you from?
I'm in Culver City, originally from Buffalo, New York.
Oh, great. Oh, great. I love it. Other direction. And what's your jiu-jitsu experience?
I've taken some ground classes at Krav Maga Worldwide, and I've been training there for...
Krav Maga Worldwide. Took classes with Richard?
I've taken a few, yeah.
With Richard?
Yep.
Great, great guy. Good. Thanks for being here. Hands on our knees, circles. You can, yeah. And other direction. And ankles. Hey, you're on my side. That's my side normally.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right? Isn't that cool?
It is.
But it's okay. There are no sides. Both ankles. Do the other ankle a little bit. Yeah. Good. And now open your hands big. And then close your hands. And then flexion for your wrists. And then extension for your wrists. And then flexion for your elbows. Extension for the elbow. And now the shoulder. Tension throughout, squeezing, clenching my fist. Up, up. Notice the shoulder, feel, just do one side. And then we're gonna do the other one, full circle. And then go back in the other direction. Nice. Other arm forward. Compare the two arms. Both mine are feeling healthy. I've been doing these every day. Standing like this, feet shoulder width apart, hands on your hips. And then back as far as it feels comfortable. And then upright again. Again, hands on your hips and back. And one more. Some of you guys really bend, huh? That's good. Beautiful. Okay, we can go to the ground. We can squat down and roll back and break the fall. Keep your chin tucked. Don't let your head hit the ground. And then as I fall, I kind of rock. I roll on my side and I roll the other way. I go kind of side to side, rocking and rolling. A good drill that my father used to do with us is he would have like two people standing over us, kind of moving in all directions, and we have to become very quick and resourceful on changing and kind of pushing two people away, because that is a reality, right? You get taken you fall to the ground and people are around you, so covering yourself and moving and kicking and rocking and changing and being able to just like, boom, change at any moment to keep your head away from any possible danger. Great. And now we throw our legs to one side like this, and then throw your legs to the other side. Yeah. Other side, side to side. Yeah. Just kind of throw them back and forth and play right here a little bit. Yeah. Great. Now from here, my back leg steps up and I grab it. See that? So my back leg steps and my arm grabs. The opposite arm. Yep. And just touch it and touch it. Good. And then I can switch to my other side. I went to my knees to switch. And now I throw my leg and I touch it. Yep. Touch it again. And if you want to grab it, beautiful. Now, today We're gonna do the double underhook guard pass and double leg takedown.
Yes.
Conservative or aggressive?
Conservative.
Conservative double leg takedown. So I would like to do a little micro slice for the double leg takedown technique. And we can start right here, kind of on our knees. And I'm gonna put my shoulder on the ground, and then I'm gonna put my hand down and move around to my side. You see that? And then I kind of sit up, I put my shoulder on the ground, I look away from the shoulder. And with the other hand on the ground, I hop towards the side of the hand. Let's try that. So place a shoulder on the ground, look away from the shoulder, hand down, and then on your tiptoes, hop around like 90 degrees. See that? So I place my right shoulder on the ground now, I put my other hand down, and then I kind of move, boom, boom, in a circle. There you go. The idea is to have the weight, one more time, off of your knees, shoulder, hand, and then I move. And then I kind of go to my knees. The weight off your knees, all the way on the shoulder, which is actually the person's body, their lower ribs. Good. And now go on your knuckles like this and jump up. Boom, stand up. And now from standing, put one leg forward, one leg back. I have my left leg forward, okay? And now step your left leg forward, move like this. Left leg leads. And when you move back, your back leg leads. Forward, front leg leads. There you go, hands up, back. Good, so that's a little bit of movement. Now, I'm gonna step my front leg one more time, and now I'm gonna drop down, and as I lower, I drive my knee to the floor, my front knee. And my back leg is up a little bit. And walk it around and then stand up right there and come back.
Looking good, guys.
So on my knees, hands up. Here, as I step in, I lunge off my front foot. I lower, and then I drive my knee to the ground. My back leg steps up a little bit, and I step up, and I come back.
Beautiful drive.
Last one. Knees bent, hands up. My front leg steps. I lower, and I slowly drop my front knee to the ground. Good, back leg steps up a little bit and stand up. So here's the idea. If Eddie is standing right here, and he's hands up, he's stepping towards me, he's trying to kind of stalk me and run me down. I can throw a jab, lower, step in, and now driving my knee to the ground while holding his legs, it takes him down. Once he's down, I put my shoulder heavy on his stomach, and now my hand lightly pushes his knee, and I hop around to the side, and I land in the side control. So double leg takedown, as the person is stalking you, you throw a jab to distract them, open hand to the face, lower a level, take them down. Once they fall, shoulder pressure, run around to the side mount. So by myself, we're gonna combine those two movements now. So I'm here, everybody moves back a little bit, one time. And now as your opponent steps towards you, not only do you jab with your lead hand, but you step, jab. And now when I lower, as I grab the legs, I drive my knee to the ground. Now, without having, you wanna use your hands right now to place, or you can place it, but using a hand to place your shoulder on the ground. And now the other hand pushes the person's leg a little bit and hop around to the side. So
nice speeding, guys.
To be very clear, that drop from right here, it's not gonna be comfortable dropping to the floor from this height. Traditionally, you have someone's legs, and when you fall on their body. But because there's no body here right now, we're gonna put our hand down, even put both hands down, place your shoulder, and now this hand, the side that I'm facing, is pushing his leg out of the way as I hop past his legs to the side control. So back to standing when you're ready. Same thing, knees bent, hands up. We're gonna move back first, we move back. But now this person's coming at us again. They're not punching though, they're just stepping towards us. As they step in, we step forward, we jab and we lower. And as I control the legs, I drive my knee to the ground. putting my hands down, I place my shoulder on their body. And now with my hand that I'm facing, I push their leg down, hop around to the side. Hop around to the side, and now you go like this. Go on your elbow. On your elbows, kind of hug around their neck. One more. One more.
Much better, Marcus Bo.
I'm gonna do it with Eddie, please, right here, while you guys follow along. So he steps towards me, I move back. The next time he steps in, get ready. We jab as we step, we lower. And now we control, drive him down slow, shoulder pressure. Hands go down, place the shoulder on the ground. Now push the leg down on the side you're facing, hop around to the side, and land on top. Okay, so to be clear, the best time when you put someone's shoulder down, when we put the same shoulder down as the leg that is forward. Yes, yes. You do put the same shoulder down as the leg that is forward. So the easiest time to do the double leg takedown is when somebody is stepping towards you. So I guess the secret to the double leg takedown is if he's standing still, don't move. And I go to grab his legs now, he can move out of the way, move out of the way. He can move like, boom, out of the way. Yeah, he can move out of the way. So what I showed here was as he's stepping forward, boom, I can throw a strike to his face and I lower. Because when he's in motion, when he's coming after me, it's difficult to come towards me and avoid me at the same time. So the strategy is very slowly. He comes at me, I stay away. I stay away. When he comes in again, he thinks I'm gonna move back, but instead we turn it on them and we double leg. So we went through that motion, that looked great. Now sometimes when you take the person down, boom, you might end up here and they cross their feet behind your back. When somebody crosses their feet around your back, is that good or bad for us? How do we feel about that? Is that good for us? Is that bad for us? Is it a like, oh, okay moment, wow, it's interesting, or man, oh no, what are they saying? Let me tell you this right now. We want to eliminate bad, because if we feel that this is bad, we're gonna behave one way. We're already gonna behave from a place of like, this is a problem. But instead, if someone crosses their feet, my first feeling is, interesting. Now, the reason why I believe we say it's bad is because you're worried about things like triangles, guard, control implies understanding of guard value. Guard value is only when you have guard submissions, kimura, arm locks, and who knows. But most people who cross their feet, even if they have a little bit of experience, they're not ready for what we're about to deliver. Okay? And what we're gonna deliver is this. He might hug my neck a little bit, hold my hand. He can't quite even hold it. His arm might hug my neck. I'm just here. I'm very safe. And then I slip out. Now from here, boom, boom, and I go double underhook guard pass. Okay, so double underhook guard pass is what we can use when somebody opens both of their legs. And they open both of their legs because we're gonna send this elbow strike to his body right here, maybe one, boom, and one, boom, to his face. Even the person that's a 2-stripe blue belt, they're not ready for that. What they're ready for is this, me to grab onto their jacket, start breaking their guard. That's what they're used to when they think of guard. So it's very, very rare that the person that crosses their feet is prepared for the strikes that we're gonna deliver, okay? Now, let's break it up let's just do one drill first, which is a good drill. From our knees right here, let's go from our knees, and You're on your knees, there's space to both sides of you. There is 3 o'clock and there is 9 o'clock, okay? And what I want is for us to put our hands on the ground and then get up on your, I'm gonna turn the angle, but get up like this in the plank, and then I hop around to 3 o'clock. And now look how I go down, watch my hips. Hips first, and then I melt down. You see that? And then I come back up, same melting manner, and then I hop back to my setting point. So when I go down, the hips melt down first. So now we're back to center, hands down, and now we go the other way. Hop, hop, hop. Look at my hips forward, and I melt down. And now watch again, my head goes up, I unmelt, and now I move back to center. And I'm here back on center. One more time to each side. Hands go down, plank, I move, 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 move. My hips melt. Yes. And then I unmelt, unmelt, and I'm back to center. Hands go down, plank, move, move, move. This is the last one. Melt down, and we're on top. So the reason why we did that is because one of the most common mistakes when passing the guard is putting your weight on your knees. Didn't I just say that? Yeah, it's the same as a double leg takedown. Shoulder on the stomach, hop around, stay off your knees. If you put the weight on your knees, your weight is not on the person. So now, the first drill, his legs will be open. Preparation drill. I start with double underhooks. Watch this. I lift up his leg and I dip my shoulder under his leg. Holding his thigh, my hand crosses and grabs his shoulder. For today, I'm gonna put my palm on the ground and I go into my plank. As I hop around, I melt my hips, lifting my head up, his legs fall out of the way, and I land in the modified side mount. My elbow's by his ear, and this hand is right here by his hip. So that is the final position for right now. So everybody's kneeling, double underhook guard pass, hands on the person's stomach. We're here kind of postured up, their legs open, both arms go inside, hug their thighs. And now I'm gonna lift up the left arm a little bit and I dip my shoulder under their leg. As my right hand keeps holding their leg, I put my hand on the ground. Good, my cross hand. Now get up on my tiptoes, I hop around to that same side of the hand on the ground. Head up, hips forward, and melt. Yeah, it looks very melty right there, Marcus. Yes, the more the hips go forward, the better. Again, on our knees. Looks good. Darren's got it. Hands down the ground, the legs open, double underhooks. Hug both thighs. Now, I lift it up, dip my shoulder under. Great. Now my hands keep holding the original thigh, I put the other hand on the ground. Get up on my tiptoes, hop around to the side, hips drop forward. You want the leg on your shoulder. You want their leg on your shoulder as you hop around to the left side, Bill. There you go. That's perfect. Now, get on your left hand, hop around to your left side. Everybody back on their knees. Great. Final one. Neutral, hands on the ground. Person uncrosses their legs. Double underhooks. Double. Once you hold their thighs, I lift it like 50% and then I drop, boom, underneath it. Kind of throw it on your shoulder. Get it up on top of your shoulder. Once it's there, now that same hand cross over. Perfect, the other hand's holding the thigh, tiptoes, plank, hop around, melt the hips forward and drop on top. Yes. Now check this out. Eddie's right here laying down. Here's a little add-on. If I'm in the guard and he uncrosses his legs and I get double underhooks, sometimes I lift up this leg, but he makes it heavy. He resists my lift. So then I lift this one. And now I grab the shoulder, put pressure, hop around, melt, and land on top. It's difficult for the person to make both legs equally heavy. So let's do that right now. Let's be kneeling. Everyone's kneeling, double underhooks. And now pick one side, lift up one side, but then let it go back down. Like it's getting too heavy. It's too heavy. So then lift the other side.
Good work, Kai.
And now tiptoes, hop around, and melt the weight. Put that right hand on the ground and move around to the
Beautiful,
right. Jacob,
Greg.
yes. And melt the hips forward. Good, Jacob, yes. Again, one more time with the switcheroo. Hands on the body, the legs open, double underhooks. We can all begin to pick up the left side. Left side, lift it, lift it. Oh, it's too difficult. So then you lower it. And now you go on the right side. Boom, hand on the ground. Tiptoes, hop around, melt the hips forward. Yes, and you land in the side mount.
Very nice, Ed.
Good,
John.
Sanchez. You guys got it. Okay, now Eddie's laying down. So when I'm inside the guard, the person on the bottom, not only might they cross their feet, but they might also hold my head and kind of grab a hold of me and pull me down. If he holds me like this, if he holds like that, then what does he understand? What does he understand? It could be accidentally, but what are they saying? That they want to manage the distance. They want to control the space between him and I, because this space right here is not good for one main reason for Eddie, that I can just, boom, rain down punches. So when somebody holds you close, let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they understand that they're a little safer from strikes. Now, when someone holds us really close and we want to get away, the best way to get away is to be still for, could be 10 seconds, 5 seconds, because the bottom person, they're gonna hold us, hold me tight. He's gonna hold tight. My hands are inside his arms. Squeeze more, Eddie, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. After 5, 8 seconds, he'll relax, and then boom, I slip out. Now how I slipped out. For example, right here, he's hugging my neck, my head was here. I put my hand inside, and then I opened my elbow, and I kind of like wedged my head out. Look at this. Like a little lever that slips my head out. That is one way. Or my hand can push the back of his elbow. Here, boom. But both of those work best after he does what? He relaxes. He gives a little release of the squeeze. So I'm down, look at my hands are on the inside. Squeeze, Eddie's squeezing, both hands, squeeze, squeeze. I'm blocking one, and when he relaxes, look, well, my head pops out. And now my hands are on his stomach. From here, he might want to grab me, pull me back down, and close the distance. He wants me once again close. It's not easy, because of how my hands are propped on his body, and my head is up. Not to mention, I won't have this great gi on that he can grab onto the lapel and pull on me. It's gonna be a shirt, a tank top, it's gonna rip. So I'm here. And then from here, once he can't pull me down, boom, 1, 2, double underhooks. And now we're here at the same position as before. Holding both, pressure, hop around, melt the weight, modified side mount. Thank you, bro. Welcome. So now, from our knees, your hands are inside like this, and your head is low. So my hands are on the person's shoulders, my head is down. Now, one arm of mine is blocking the person's bicep. And I'm usually blocking their bicep, the arm that is less hugging my neck. And now with my other hand, when I feel them relax, I push their elbow off my head and I back out and I sit up. Everybody do that. Envision pushing and slipping your head out from someone's control. One more time, go back down. Hands on the arms. So I'm blocking one bicep and the other arm is hugging my neck. It's the big hug. So now my hand pushes the elbow and I slip my head out and I posture up. And remember, wait 5 seconds, 7 seconds, they relax, best time to go. Hands are down again. Last one, I'm blocking the bicep on the right side. The left side, my hand slips in, and I open the elbow as my head ducks out. Great. And now I sit up, hands on the body. With the hands on the body, because I'm right-handed, I keep my left arm forward more and my right hand lower. And that allows me now to keep the left hand there as my right arm goes boom, boom. Make a fist and deliver elbow strike. One elbow strike to the body and maybe one over to the face. Boom. Now this is only to communicate open your guard. When they open, double underhooks. Double underhooks. Immediately lift up the right side. It's too heavy. Switch to the left. Hand down, hug the thigh, tip toes, hop around, melt the weight.
Great, Martin.
Yeah. Again, here we are. Hands on the ground. This person, not on the ground. Forearms are on the ground, which are actually on their shoulders. My arms are right here, right inside their shoulders by their chest. And then maybe I block one bicep. Now they're hugging my neck tight, so I wait 3 seconds, 5 seconds. When they relax, boom, pop your head out. Everybody posture up. Hands in the stomach.
Beautiful
Sit up tall. And now, elbow strike. Boom, body, face. Open the guard, double underhooks. Double underhooks. Good. Lift the right side. Too heavy. Switch to the left. Hand on the ground, hug the thigh, tiptoes, hop around, melt the weight. Yeah, you guys look great.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Are you withdrawing your head rearward or only depending on elbows, leverage, open?
Are you withdrawing your head? Or
Or only depending on elbows, leverage, open?
oh no, you're moving your head back. That's a great question. When he hugs my neck, this is a good angle to show you. Hug my neck. This, and then look, boom. So I did lift it a little bit. That's a good angle, am I right? Does that angle look better to show you this little slip detail? So the neck, now, you know what it is? When somebody hugs your neck, if it's just my head in there is one thing. Now if I have a teammate inside, the confusion is better for me. This is like, remember back in the day when they played soccer and there was like 4 guys blocking the kick. And then one Brazilian would jump in the middle of the 4 guys from Sweden. And then they would kick the ball. The Brazilian would move and then the ball would go through that void. For some reason I think about that. The point is they have one of their team in there. So when he hugs my neck, this is the Brazilian. Boom. This is the Brazilian that slipped in, which helped the ball get through. You know what I'm talking about.
I like that.
So, back to the guard. Remember what I said in the beginning about how the person in a street fight who crosses their feet around your back, they're not ready for this. And not only are they not ready for these strikes, but they're not ready for a person on top who is only going between 2 places. If he pulls me down, pull me down. Look where I go. Here, hug my neck tight. Now when he lets go of my neck, maybe, whoop, I go to here. I go from A, hands on the body, to if he pulls me down, B, blocks, posture, low, boom. That's all I want. I'm either postured away. If I'm low, I'm inside. Now, people who train jiu-jitsu and who believe that it is their responsibility to get out of this spider web, they go like this and they start fighting things. And when you start to fight the legs and try to break the guard, it's not wrong. But that is when you are exposed to being swept or to being submitted. So from my experience, even brown and black belts, that if we respond to them with 1, 2, 3, elbows tucked in, posture, boom, it's very difficult for this person. On top of that, boom, right? Boom, 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 here. Why do I go double? Why 2 hands? Show me why, show me why. Just go like this, triangle. See that? That's the reason why. Triangle. Because if I go one arm inside, boom, he crossed. his legs wrap around my one arm and my neck, and his legs can render me unconscious. But if he uncrosses and I go double, now freeze, if I go double and I lift this up and my hands are kind of lazy, he can cross his feet right now, extend your legs straight and squeeze. That wasn't a triangle, that was just 2 legs around my neck squeezing. So then the cross hand goes to the ground or the shoulder, and this hand grabs here. You see that? If I don't hold it, I put my hand on the ground, you can cross your feet, go back, cross again, go. It keeps just a little bit of space right here. Cross your feet, no, 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 no. So the free hand, might as well hug the thigh. Okay, let's all stand up in base. And now we're gonna be from the top, double leg takedown, but they cross their feet around us, and we're gonna pass the guard in no hurry. We have our hands up, fight stance ready to go. The person steps towards us once, move back a little bit. Now as they step in again, lunge forward, throw the jab, lower a level, grab the legs, drive them to the ground.
Beautiful
Great.
choice.
Once you drive them down, place your shoulder on the ground and push their leg down and hop around to the side. Now, you get to the side, but you sit up. When you sit up, they bring you back in the guard. They cross their legs around you. You didn't control their legs enough. They reestablish guard control. And now you sit up. Boom. But when you sit up, they're so strong that they grab your jacket, your neck, and they pull you down. When they pull you down, make sure your hands are on the inside. Go low, go low. Be down here. From down here, they're squeezing so tight. So you chill. And then when they relax, slip your head out and posture up. Slip your head out.
Great
now,
technique, Curly.
From the posture, the back hand is the strong arm. Boom, elbow, elbow, double underhooks. Yep, grab the shoulder, tiptoes, hold the thigh, hop around, hips forward, melt the weight, land in the modified side mount. Great.
Looking good, guys.
Now check this out. For the final position of the modified side mount, when I do this and I melt, I land with my elbow over his head and my hand on the ground by his hip. From here, I'm gonna switch to the standard side mount. Look at my legs right now. So one leg is extended, the other one is bent. Rotate, rotate, rotate. It's bent like this. From here, rotate, rotate, rotate. His arm, it may hug my neck like that, very common, or it may not. What matters is that I don't want his arm framing my throat. If it's framing my throat, I stay right here. Now, if it comes around my head, then I bring my arm over his body, I switch my bent leg and my straight leg, and now I hug his neck. Now I'm in standard side control, okay? I don't have the same hand by the hip over here, but I do have more pressure, and I have better positioning for somebody who is very roll focused, because it's not uncommon for someone in his position to want to throw me over, go back, but this position allows me to lower my hips, have my hand out and a neck hug, roll me again. See that? I'm like a ton right there. So from modified side mount, we're gonna switch to standard side mount at the end. We can do it one time right here. Everybody put their left leg straight and bend your right leg. See that? Right leg is bent. Now my hand is back near my right leg. Now from here, the hand is by the right knee, I bring it over the body. And now I switch my hips. And then the other arm goes out under the neck. And then I'm here on top. This is now standard side mount. You could hold hands under their head or kind of hands out, both are good. Okay, we're standing up. Knees bent, hands up, stay back. Person steps towards you, move away a little bit, move back a little bit. Now they step in again, front leg lunge forward, jab. Lower a level, grab the knees, knee in the ground. Good.
Nice entrance, Dan.
As you place the shoulder on the ground, pin the leg, hop around to the side mount. Go to your knees. The problem is that you're in the side mount, but the control is weak. They hip out and they put you back in the guard. Okay? Now we're back in the guard. Hands on the ground, posture up, hands on the body. Again, they break your posture, they pull you down. At a certain point, you don't want to resist anymore. You go down and you have inside hands. From inside hands, you slip your head out. Boom, posture up again. Good.
Beautiful,
elbow
Michelle.
strike. Boom, elbow strike, elbow strike. Double underhooks. Double underhooks, grab the shoulder, tiptoes, hop around, melt the weight. Again, remember my right knee by my right hand, or bent knee, my hand near my bent knee. And then arm over the body, switch the hips, hug the neck with the other arm.
Perfect,
Head low.
Kelvin.
Head low on the end. Beautiful. Questions? Double underhook guard pass. If there's one, please repeat what?
Like repeat the question before you do the move.
Repeat the question that was read.
Yeah, before you do it, so they know what you're referring to.
Yes, that's a great point. Repeat the question. We talk about that all the time. So, you, if there's one takeaway, it's not one takeaway, but one shift in mindset is don't be afraid of the person that crosses their feet. In many cases, it may be an accidental. They accidentally cross their feet around your back. But if there's a little bit of knowledge there, it's okay. Posture to blocking, to posture, to striking, to passing, you're gonna be just fine. What grip are you using? And the standard side mount, mini grips. So what grip am I using here in the side mount on the end? Palm to palm. The arm that's under his arm, hand on top, allows for an easier release, people suggest. I don't tend to hold too much. I do more of this. Because now, like, I activate my arms and I keep my hands very light. Dancing hands, they go wherever I need them. Once in a while, I might lock down, cable grip, but I feel like most people are very quick to hold on to the person. And I have found that when you're too grabby, it can be used against you. So I take more of a light hand approach, which just with time, it's what I've come to feel more comfortable. But the default is palm to palm. Hands, questions?
What if the bad guy tries to turn on his side to resist your stacking just before the melt?
Yeah, if he turns on his side towards me or away from me, just before the melt. So as I'm stacking here and I melt, turning away, I would imagine, because it's hard to turn towards me, right? Can you turn into me?
I can't.
Yeah, turning's not gonna be that easy.
Too much pressure on my low back.
Yeah. Again, when we land in the side mount, freeze right here. If he turns into me on his side, this way, turn, we can wrap his neck.
And I don't like it.
As he continues to get up, we can wrap, walk the other way, Eddie, walk, and we can do a guillotine right here. But that discussion is the next level. But from my experience, people don't turn too much, because if you do a good job of getting on your tiptoes and putting all the weight on the person, you know, you have a good amount of control, to say the least. And if they do turn and they roll away, maybe they give their back, it's okay. Or if they turn towards you, they go on their knees, at least you're out of their guard and now you kind of have a little back control, so you should be fine. Can the bottom person attack the arm that's grabbing the shoulder somehow? No, the arm that's grabbing the shoulder is very safe. The arm that's grabbing the shoulder is an underhook, right? My arms are outside. If my arms were inside and my arm was like this, he can hug my arm right here and like pressure my elbow right there. Little things can happen. But after the underhooks, my elbows are pretty safe. Unless you like hug my arm here. I'm trying to think if you can do like something like this and hold here.
I don't think so, because
Even-
it's already anchored here, right?
I would do it, try it, squeeze right there. Squeeze. Yeah, my own hand can defend. But now I'm in triangle setup. See that? But the answer is no, I've never seen that before. But we can't say never though, because jiu-jitsu is, you know how it is. It's just,
Evolve.
Any advice on people gearing up to take the combatives belt test? Oh, does a person know when they are ready? That's a great question. So, to test for your combatives belt, I would have to say that most people that I have seen both here and at the Gracie Academy in Beverly Hills, when it comes to testing for anything, it's a certain amount of carelessness and play should come into your practice, right? Be a little like light about it, like just have fun with it. Be a little sloppy sometimes. Like I think of like the punch block series, for example. Like people tend to be very like, throw a punch right here and everything, body shot. They're very stiff with it. Now, you don't have to be stiff. The point is that you just throw the punch, go ahead. And I kind of like, look at my blocks. See that? And my hands, and like look at my energy. And I can do that, stand up. Because I trust that, lean forward, boom, boom, that he's not gonna hurt me. So when you're preparing to test, to spend like 5, 10 training sessions where you're a little like this is probably my best advice. To stop caring so much and be a little loose with it, and then naturally things will tighten up in the moment of the test. Okay, let's sit down comfortably and let's visualize that guard pass. So however you'd like to sit down, closing your eyes, and now you're here standing up with somebody, words are exchanged, and before you know it, this person's walking towards you. They're not throwing punches, they're just kind of creeping towards you very slowly. They walk towards you, you move back a little bit. They walk towards you, you move back a little bit. Eventually you say, you know what? I'm gonna go in. So as they step towards you, you throw an open palm strike right to their face, you lower a level, double leg takedown. The moment you take them down, their back hits the ground, they cross their feet around your back. You were never able to pin their knee, hop around a side mount. You took them down right into the guard. How do you feel about that? Yes. Because the fight is now on the ground, which is a little bit safer. Punches are a little less dangerous. And from that guard position, they kind of hold your head and they hold you close. Your first reaction is, let go of me. You can't hold me like this. Get out of here now. But then you realize that they're holding you close. They're not attacking you. They're holding you close because they're scared. So you wait. And your stillness brings curiosity from them. And then they move their arm a little bit, they loosen up their grip, you slip your head out, you posture. Once you posture, you lift your arm to elbow strike. Before you even strike, they uncross their legs. Because no one likes this action of like a hand in the air, like a hammer about to land a strike to their body. They uncross their legs, you don't even hit them. You just go double underhook, lift the shoulder, put pressure, hop, melts in the side mount. And then you hold the side mount for 20, 30 seconds. And then when their energy calms down from the side mount, and the reason why it calms down so quickly is because you're not harming them, you're controlling them. And when they calm down in the side mount, you just communicate to them. You say, hey, are we done here? You ask them. And when they say yes, put your hands on the ground, on their chest, you jump up, stand up and get away. Open your eyes. And the question is, when you get away like that, are they gonna attack you again? I don't think so. Because even someone, I just posted about this because it's so interesting, even a knucklehead, even the craziest of people, when they say stop, get off me, tap out, as much as they might be angry, the majority, when we disengage, there's a certain respect there. Okay, I asked them to stop, they stop. For that person to attack you again, I feel like it's 1% of the time that they'll come at you again. So just keep in mind that a lot is said when you control someone and you don't hurt them. You're saying a lot. You're kind of giving them a way out. Whereas if you kind of hurt them a little bit, you embarrass them, maybe there's a little more energy to fight back. And yes, the comment of, what if they're on drugs or they're drunk? this is, Henner says that a lot, right? You meet some guy, he's drunk at the club, he's on drugs. The thing is this, what percentage of street fights? I don't think that most of them, this person's just on all these drugs. What they're on is they're having a bad day. What they're on is they're just sad, right? And things are not going right in their life. So I don't want to bring drugs into this situation more than it needs to be. At least not in most neighborhoods, right? I'm sure if you're downtown LA, right, there's a lot of homeless people, then okay, there's a lot of drugs. But fights are happening in every community all around the world, and drugs is not the big thing in my opinion. Okay, we got 3 stripes. Nobody's here today because we're closed. We're only available here. So the first stripe for Keith. Congratulations, keep up the good work. Thank you for just the time and energy on Zoom, we appreciate it. And the first stripe also for Carrie. Congratulations. And then a second stripe for Angel. Congratulations. All you guys, look it. What does the stripe mean? It's just time and energy. Good job. You're giving time and energy to the art. And that time and energy, we're keeping track for you, and we're marking it on the cards, which if you train at a certified training center or here at Gracie University headquarters, that information is gonna roll over, and they're gonna really consider that as we get back to normal training. And if you don't train at a certified training center or at Gracie University, you still are at least getting credit for classes. And you could be marking these classes down. Today was class number 23 in Gracie Combatives. If you don't train at a certified training center, it's okay to still write that down, print out this PDF that we sent you, and that way you kind of know exactly what you're learning so that, you know what you're learning. It's nice to know what you're learning. It's nice to have a plan. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Combatives.
Richard, he said he was injured and today it's his first day back, so it's good to have him
Hey,
here as well.
Thank you for being back on the mat, Richard. And that's the thing, is that some people get hurt, and even though you're hurt, the good thing about Zoom is that you can still watch when you're hurt. Who's been watching every class is Bob. Bob's been watching every class in Master Cycle, like since the beginning of Zoom. And he's like, I don't know even where he's hurt. Is it his knee?
He had hip surgery.
Hip. Oh, hip. Hip is one that I really suggest you rest a little bit. If it was knee, I was gonna say tough it out and do some moves in slow motion, but hip, and he's watching the class. So thank you for all the hard work.
Right? He's
yes.
taking notes.
Who's taking notes? Raise your hand. Who's got a notepad? Anybody have a notebook? You guys have notes? Who's a note person? Okay, a good amount of note people.
Yes.
I don't take notes on things, but I should. And those that are taking notes, it's just reminding me of the value of taking notes. Even when my wife talks to me, she says, you always do this. I should write, I always do this. And then I don't do that anymore. Guys, good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Ciao,
Thank you.
ciao.
Ciao.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.